Hi friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So today I'm going to talk about a timetable for next exam. So I had released earlier a video that how to make a long-term timetable, but I'm going to share with you today one sample plan and about a study source. There is no official news yet about next exam that what exactly is going to happen, but we cannot keep waiting for that. We have to make sure that we plan things accordingly. So I'm going to share with you one sample timetable which will help you making a schedule, because earlier, as I said, I had released one simple video about a overview, but here in detail I'll tell you how can you make a proper plan. So first of all, those who are seeing this kind of videos for the first time, just to have a glimpse of the kind of exam distribution we have. So we have 3 days, that this is a actually proposed thing, there is no official notification after this. So we have a 3 days exam having making medicine, pediatric surgery, obs-gynae, opthal, ENT are the most important subject. 10% questions will be from basic sciences and 10% from the PSM. So the basic sciences which used to have a higher percentage earlier are going to have a lesser. So looking at a long-term perspective, so what I had advised earlier also, that from March till July, you have to plan to finish your first reading. First reading is that following your classes, online, offline, and taking down notes and reading them. So that is your first reading. So I had given 5 months plan for that. So now we have almost done with the March. So we have to finish it by July. And definitely it's not like we can always follow what we have ideally. So that might be like you might need 15 days or a month extra. After that, you have to finish your first revision in 3 months, second revision and third revision. So we'll plan it accordingly. And as I have given my advice that during first read, try to give subject-wise MCQs if needed. With from revision, you can start your giving your GTs. So let's start from first. So what should be your first trading source and how should you make a timetable? So as I said, that what we know as per the subject distribution for next, that subject, particular subject have a more importance now. But as we have, what happens is now we have most of the students who are now preparing for this year are either interns or final year students. So basically our first professional subject are now we have almost forgotten. We don't have much command on that. So what I'll advise that for first reading, your source should be your class notes. But in initially try to make your foundation strong first. So first start with your basic sciences, because I know that medicine, surgery are very important for your next, and they have a higher weightage, but to understand them your foundation should be strong. So first finish your physiology, biochemistry, pathopharma subject in month of April, or if you already finished in March, that's well and good, you can proceed further. And just to add a short subject to it, so I have added psychiatry. So you can plan finishing this 5 subject in April. The source will be your class notes and the videos that you are watching. In May, try to finish your microbiology, and then your major subject will start, like medicine, ENT, and pediatrics, which are very important for next. In June, you can complete your surgical sciences. Anatomy will be complementary with your surgical sciences. So you can finish your anatomy with surgery, with anesthesia, with orthopedics and ophthalmology. And in July, you can try to finish your obs-gynae, PSM, derma, forensic medicine, and toxicology and radiology. So these 5 subjects you can finish in July. So I have tried to keep 2 important and 2 high yield subject in 1 month along with the other subject. See, it's not like if they have said that 10% question will come from the basic sciences, so only 10% will come. There will always a overlap, and a lot of medicine and other questions you can solve by your basic sciences knowledge. What about MCQs? Should we solve MCQs? What I'll advise that you can omit MCQs in first read, that you don't have to do it too much. If you want to do it, just do a subject wise. Like for example, if you finish your pathology, try to solve the pathology MCQs randomly. Like for example, if a chapter you general path, you finish your inflammation about chapter about inflammation. So if there are 100 MCQs, so solve every fifth MCQ randomly and see how the question are asked and how efficient is your reading. So just to see that you can do that. Otherwise, solving MCQs in the first it is of no importance unless and until your foundation is strong and your basic source is good. So if you're looking for, if you are a student who haven't started it and if you are looking for a source for preparation, so I will like to advise about a Prepladder who has recently launched their Dream Pack 4, which has a lot of interesting features like notes, which I am showing on front of you. I have reviewed, I have detailed, I have released already one detailed video about Prepladder review notes. So they are having very concise and already printed notes. So you don't have to waste time again on seeing videos and writing down the notes. So this will save a lot of time and it will be very helpful for your revision, because notes are very important to revision. And all these notes contain very interesting boxes which will be aiding in your information, in your revision also, and in your reading also. Like for example, they have given star marked important information to draw your attention. Also, a lot of students ask me, sir, how to remember so many things. There are so many mnemonics and it's difficult for someone to make a lot of mnemonics. So they have already given this how to remember boxes where they have given lots and lots of mnemonics. Also, sometimes some things we understand better when someone explains us. So they have given this understand with example kind of boxes. And there are lots of images because our exam pattern has evolved. So to have a better visual memory, there are lots and lots of images are there, so which you can see in both these notes and in normal notes as well. So also a lot of students ask about the Q bank. So this dream pack will also provide you a question bank which contains of a lot of previous year questions, new questions. There will be explanations, there will be tags which will be help to easily navigate, and there will be active guidance as well if you require. So you can download the Prepladder app and check this all content. There are a lot of content available for free as well. So you can go and check that and decide on that. So now if you have done so you have read your notes, you have watched your videos. So till July, you will plan to finish your first read. So after your first read, what are we going to do is a first revision. Now in the first revision, we will change the order of subject that we are studying from revision onwards, because now we have to finish at least 3 revisions. As I have shown in the previous video, we have to plan at least 3 revisions before next. So what are we going to do? In August, we are going to finish the major subject first, which are going to be high, like medicine, obs, gynae, pedia, and ENT, which had a higher percentage. Along with that, we'll try to finish pharmacology and micro. Also with that, we will solve the PYQs, which can apply a PYQs module in filter in our app. Along with that, we can do the subject module, like subject wise, whatever theory you are reading, you can do that subject module as well. In September, we will try to finish this subject, being surgery and opthal high yield. Along with that, we will try to finish patho, anat, biochemistry, and psychiatry, and in October, the remaining subject. So what I have arranged this subject as per the complementary to each other and as per their order of importance given by the marking weightage. But you can change them. It's not like if I have given them that you have to follow this order only. You can change subject as per your comfort, that what you find better. Now how many days to how to make a timetable, like I have given you that you can order in this table. So first you can give for major subject like medicine, surgery, obs, gynae, and allied sciences, from which you are going to have around 120 questions. So you can give medicine, surgery, obs, gynae 15 days each. For subject like ENT, opthal, pedia, PSM, anat, physio, biochemistry, patho, pharma, and micro. So basic sciences, as I said, they have said that 10%, but definitely more questions you'll get. So you can give 8 days each, and for short subject you can give 5 days each. So what happens if you combine all these numbers, you'll get around 150 days. But and I have given like 4 months, so around 120 days. But we are going to make a overlap schedule. This is a kind of schedule that we are going. I'll advise. So what you do, this is I am given for 6 days. So you can make a like 2 weekly schedule for such. So one is a long-term schedule that which we have prepared. So this is a long-term schedule that we have prepared. This is short-term schedule that we are going to prepare. So in a short-term schedule, what we do, like for example, a lot of students who are going preparing for next are interns or UG students. So you have a clinical posting. So I have given in a time for clinical posting between 9 to 3 p.m. So what you do, you try to squeeze in at least 1 to 2 hours early in the morning before you start your work. So you can read a theory from a major subject like obs gynae is going to be a very important subject. So if you can read 1 to 2 hours early in the morning before your posting start, that will be very good, and that will set your morning. They say whatever you do in early morning, like early 1 2 hours in the morning, will set the tone for the day. So if you start doing it, it will be better. Then you go for your posting. Now internship, the posting can be light, can be hectic, like medicine like postings can be hectic, and then you will have some orthopedics and some other posting which might be light. So what you do, so whenever you have a see, a lot of students I see in internship, they try to read theory, but I'll advise try to do MCQs instead, because to read theory you need focus, you need to sit there without any disturbance. But in internship you get a lot of disturbance. So if you are in a posting like ENT where you don't get frequently disturbed, you just read your notes. But in somewhere like if you're sitting in medicine ICU, or if you are posted in like surgery ward where you require again and again these residents are calling you, you just take a MCQ book along with you, or you can just solve MCQs from your app, like Prepladder, which I showed you about the Q bank. So you just keep solving those Q banks during your posting. So because for MCQ you just require focus for that moment only. Then even if they disturb you, then it doesn't matter. But theory, your link will be disturbed. Then after you're done with your posting, if you come back at 3 p.m., take a nap. See why nap is necessary, because even if you don't do any work, you have that mental fatigue. So that fatigue can be taken care of between that due to this 1 year 1 hour nap. Then between 4 to 7 p.m. again you come back to your theory, whatever you were reading in the morning, just continue that for another 3 hours. Then see, sometimes monotonous studying is very boring. Like you cannot read one subject for all the time, so you can add a small subject like dharma complementary to it. So I have given you the subject list, so it's not like dharma. You can add like with medicine I have given here, for example PDA you can add. With surgery you can add here subject like psychiatry. With PSM you can add radiology, or here you can take a small subject from here and add here as a complementary for big subject. So you give around, if you see from the morning 7 a.m. we are starting and we are finishing by 12 a.m. So in the morning 2 hours, in the evening 3 hours, and again before sleeping 1 hour. So we are giving around 6 hours for big subject and around 3.5 hours for short subject. So that will be enough to finish your subject in the given stipulated time. And even at the night, if you feel like you are not feeling like reading theory before sleeping, if you want to try and solve MCQ, even that is okay. So 5 hours is good enough, giving to the number of days we have given. So make a long-term schedule as per such timetable. Now, how to tackle image-based question? Because now theory is taken care by the notes. How to, because now the the pattern is evolving. Like we get a lot of image-based questions. So we have two options. Either one is search on Google. One option is whatever you like. For example, if you are reading this Prepladder notes, so they have given a lot of MCQs. So one of the option is getting images from the Prepladder notes. They are having lots and lots of images. But if you want to see something, if there is something that is not available, if you're seeing you can't find them in your notes, so just search on Google, and whatever comes in a one screen, like single screen, you take a screenshot of that. And trust me, you the whatever question you are going to get is you are going to have some of this image. So these are two way by which you can tackle your image based question. And as I said about this stream pack, so the which is having a lot of all the integrated video lectures, modules, question bank, handwritten, concise, printed notes, and various boxes which I showed you to add your memory. It's a storehouse of images. So you can download this app and check all the content, and you can enroll for the pack. So that's all, guys. Try to make this kind of timetable and this kind of distribution you can use for making a timetable. And let me know in the comment box all the difficulties and all the problems that you are facing while making a timetable. Planning is the first step. It's difficult sometimes. You will having a lot of difficulty planning. And don't make a timetable, don't make it on a paper, make a timetable book, because you will be frequently changing the timetable and it's very difficult to follow. So don't feel bad even if you're not able to follow. Just try to make it and try to follow it. With time you will improve. So guys, I wish you all the best. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment box.